coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks.
Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Short side option here. He's running left. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He's got Devontae Smith. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And they had that one contained right at the line. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line, and it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun is Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw by Purdy. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again, it's Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Their opening drive continues. First and 10 now from the 39. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
A tight end in motion now. Play action now with Purdy. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
It's a punt coming from the Niners on 4th down, and Mitch Wisnowski out to boot it away. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Running back sent in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hurts now from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Charvarius Ward picks it off.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
2nd drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Zach Bond with the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Brought in by Ayuk. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Kittle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Moody knocks it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set.